Good day, everybody, to Replay Roundtable, the fourth episode in this podcast. Featuring today is a movie called Doom, based off the Doom video game series. We will be reviewing it and talking about it in its entirety. It's going to be a great time. This movie's terrible. Please like and subscribe. Stay tuned till the end. Hope you all enjoy, and now, on to the video. Replay Roundtable. How's it going, everybody? Welcome again to Replay Roundtable. Today we're going to be talking about the movie Doom. That is a movie that is not well received, but we're going to talk about it today. And I'm here with Eddie and Will again.
Hey, how's it going?
All right, so to start off, what did you guys just overall think of this movie?
Depends on how you're watching it.
Fair enough.
Is it a good movie? No. Is it a fun movie? Also no.
Also no.
Is it fun to make fun of? Yeah, a little bit.
Generally, there's like three categories. Good movies that are just straight up good.
Yeah.
Good bad movies, which are bad movies that are just fun.
Yeah.
And then there's bad movies, which are just bad. This is a bad
This is
movie.
a bad movie.
Yep.
At first I had so much hope too. When I was rewatching it, I watched the opening scene, and me and Bro talked about this earlier. The opening scene gave me so much hope. I'm like, is this movie fun?
Is this movie actually good?
Is this going to be interesting? And then an hour in, when I was on my phone being like, I was like, nope.
Nope, sure isn't.
I completely forgot Carl Urban was in this movie.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
little baby Carl Urban?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little baby boy Carl Urban?
He looks kind of still the same.
I don't think so.
No?
He looks like a little boy.
I mean,
looks he's like 20 in this, I feel like, or something.
I wonder how old he actually was in this movie.
I'm interested, but he definitely does not. He doesn't even look the same in like Star Trek, and that was like 3 years later.
Let's see. So, yeah, Carl Urban now looks pretty gruff and 49 years old. The other one, I would like to see his face though. Hold on. Fuck. Doom.
So he's 49 now?
He's 49 now. Oh God, he's young. Yeah, there we go. I see
When
that.
did it come out?
Huh?
When did the 2000...
2005.
Right.
Yeah. I thought it. Okay.
Yeah, so he was like 30.
Yeah, well, I don't know. He looks real young. He's got a baby face going on.
He does actually.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. That is hilarious.
Well, it's also because he wasn't in a lot of stuff before this.
No, was he not?
No.
No.
Like he was in. He had that role in Return of the King, I think. Right.
Where was he in Return of the King?
He's one of the
Oh dear, what?
people from where's what's their name? Like Boromir and them. Where are they from? They're from one of the kingdoms.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. If
King's
Lord of the Rings
Oh,
well enough.
in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Wait,
one
it's
of the
King's Landing. Is that in Lord of the Rings?
No, that's Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay, never mind.
No, yeah, he's got like long hair and
Yeah,
stuff,
and he's one of the soldiers, or like higher up soldiers in that army.
Oh no, you're right. Not totally.
I'm not sure what picture this is from, but oh boy, that's bad.
Oh wow!
Whoa.
got like a blonde hair.
I need to see that movie.
Whatever movie that is.
You almost need to throw that up on the screen while you're editing this.
I will throw that up on the screen right now. What is that from, though?
I have no idea.
It's just his profile pic on IMDb. Man, they should have updated that.
Shit.
I mean, it's pretty funny because he's become like a character actor now.
Yeah.
Like since this shitty movie, he's become more of like a character actor where when you see him in things, he's like completely different in every single role.
Yeah, which is a good thing. That's what
absolutely.
actors are supposed to do, but
Possibly Hercules or Xena.
Oh, I bet it's from Xena.
Might be from Xena.
Yeah.
Xena, Warrior Princess. Yeah. All right. Is that actually?
Oh, shit,
Is
he
that
was
actually?
in Riddick as well?
Is that his IMDb page picture?
That's what came up when I searched him on IMDb. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because
Actually, I searched Doom, and that's the picture.
Oh,
that
you're
came
right.
Up for
Yeah.
Doom.
What the fuck is that? Why does that? Hercules Legendary Journeys.
Oh, okay. Isn't that the same? That's like the show with Xena that Xena crossovers with, right?
I think so, but I can't remember.
I don't know.
I wasn't very big into Hercules or anything like that. But anyway.
What? You don't like Kevin Sorbo?
I mean, I don't know, do I?
he's become a problematic human being.
Yeah, he's like too Christian. But yeah, Doom.
Yeah, right. We sidetracked a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. I was a little bit hopeful, and then all my hopes were dashed immediately as they started introducing generic one-dimensional character 1, generic one-dimensional character 2,
And the asshole.
and the asshole. Yeah.
And wait. The asshole. Is the asshole the serial killer guy? He wasn't a serial killer, but he was just the asshole.
He
right?
looks like a serial killer.
Yeah, well, he's like, I just need to strip search you girls. It's
Yeah.
gross.
The
And,
creepy.
Oh yeah, like greasy, slicked back long
Yeah.
hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember
Gets
the
killed
fucking-
in the bathroom.
Yeah, he's been in the bathroom and he's like upside down and like his like body cam is getting him like getting murdered. He's like, oh, and the guy had Pinky or what the fuck his name is like just like
He like doesn't
laughs.
even care.
He's like, this guy sucks.
Yeah.
But anyway, like for this movie, it opens up with, I think, in the complex or whatever, where the scientists are running away,
Yeah.
and the one guy, Carmack, I think his name is, goes into the holdings, just a room with like a big door on it or whatever the fuck, and the girl tries to run after him. And he's like, nope, gonna close it instead, and then her arm gets cut off.
From
Doesn't
the
matter
outset
anyway.
of this movie, I was like, "Oh yeah, this is a B movie."
Oh yeah.
Like, you
see, but I was hoping it was a fun B movie.
Yeah.
That's what that scene told me. This is going to be a fun B movie, and that it just wasn't. It just is not enjoyable.
But the way it started, it seemed like it kind of had it down for Doom at least a little bit. Like just the
Yeah.
fact of like it started off on like a high note, kind of intense moment kind of thing.
Sure.
It did it decently, and I'm like, all right. And then it's like Doom, and I'm like, all right, I'm getting into this. And it's like, all right, so now The Rock has his shirt off, and you're like, okay, well,
Hey, The Rock looks like a human being in this movie, so I'm kind of okay with all of it. He actually, even when he's like all fucked up at the end and looking like a monster, he still looks more like a human being than current Rock. So
It's true.
Like, I'm
Yeah.
okay with it.
it's like The Rock came out of an egg or whatever, and then he turned into like some weird like alien human hybrid or whatever because he's all like fucked up looking.
Oh, he's so big. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, just a gross weird way. I mean, I'm not
ridiculous.
gonna say like, 'cause I mean, I like Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Apparently he's a good
Look, see,
dude. But
pod notes. The Rock looks like a human being in this.
but anyway, so like they are just in this room and they're hanging out and being like, yeah, so we're Marines, we're dudes, we do dude stuff and whatnot.
Well, and they're supposed to be just finishing up and going on leave or some shit.
Yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
oh, I want to go on vacation. This is gonna be great. Like, no, vacation's canceled. Like, oh, this is fucking bullshit. It's like, well,
Really perfect scene to just establish all of these one-dimensional characters.
yeah, no, 100%. So anyway, so they go down to like the fucking, what's it called? What's the place called? The complex?
Oh,
remember?
fuck. The Ark?
Wait.
Was it the Ark?
The Ark was the one they go into. Anyway,
Isn't the Ark the thing that
the
teleports them?
reactor or
whatever.
I can't remember.
Doesn't really actually matter, but they go there, and then they like get transported to Mars or some
Yeah,
shit.
it's
To
some
that
sort of
colony.
teleportation device.
Yeah, and a few of them puke or something because
Well,
like
all of them do, apparently. Like, the jump makes you sick.
yeah, which so far I'm like, okay, I mean this is okay. Like it's not
Yeah,
bad.
like,
I mean,
at this point in the movie, I still had hope. I was
yeah.
like, it's like, okay, we'll see what's going on here. Let's see.
yeah. But then as they kind of go forward and they look through, I think they encounter their I can't remember exactly, but did they encounter their first demon or something?
It's a while. The first thing they run into is that Carmack guy, and he's all, like, tripped out.
He's just gone nuts.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah, they
He's
go
like
into his
holding
lab.
that woman's hand.
Oh, yeah, he's like chopping down on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like...
And then he rips off his own ear.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I forgot about
And
that,
that's the moment that you know we're in for a movie that is just bad. You're like, what?
It's just not Doom.
Well, I mean, that's one of the biggest problems is they tried to turn Doom into Resident Evil. That's like
Kind of?
essentially what they tried to do here.
No, you're right. No, yeah, kind of, yeah.
Because, like, first off, it's not like a possession. It's not demons. It's a virus or some sort of infection that goes in the blood
Yeah, right.
and mutates them.
It's a demon virus.
Yeah.
And they don't even look cool or whatever. They're just regular zombie people.
Although I will admit, there's a part where they pull the blood out of a guy, and the way the blood looks is super cool.
It looks like there's
pretty
looks like
cool,
there's Cheerios in it.
Yeah, kind of, but it looks like it is like legitimately like an alien blood.
Yeah, so that was cool. I think we might be like missing a few things, but that's fine. But whatever. This movie is very subpar. It doesn't matter.
I said, there's like one note characters. You've got the only thing they tried, but not really, is some sort of dynamic between Carl Urban's character and his sister who works on Mars.
Oh yeah, can I just say that the sister character just is the worst actress I've ever seen.
pretty bad.
Like pretty bad. Not the worst actress I've ever seen, but really bad. Like
I mean, I've seen that actress in other things where she's not as bad as in this.
no, it's just
but, like,
whatever happened. Whether it was the director just being crappy or she just did she may have just said it when he's like, all right, time to move on, whatever.
I mean, her whole character is just not wearing a bra. So.
Oh really?
I mean, yeah.
I never actually noticed that.
Yeah. Oh no, they're loose and about
Huh, okay.
under a sweater. So.
And there's some sort of love triangle kind of with the black guy. I can't remember his fucking name. I can't remember.
Well, it's not a love triangle. It's just
or a love thing.
because they're brother and sisters. So there's not.
Oh no, wait! No, and they were walking to the thing, and his name's Reaper or something. It's like, oh god, the fucking stereotypical fucking like the aliases they give these dudes, whatever, being like, oh yeah, Reaper, that's fucking. Or how about, cool. It's like calling myself Shade when I was fucking younger, being like, that's not cool. Okay.
How about the character of Duke, played by Bill Duke?
Well done, guys. Good job on that script.
Oh shit! Just call him Duke. Forgot to name these guys.
But it's the same thing with like a little bit of a sidetrack, tiny one. Starship Troopers.
Yeah.
So the guy that like
Amazing movie.
Great movie. A few people are just like, they don't like it. I'm like, well, whatever. But I mean, it's like, it's so good. I love it.
It's like a satire action comedy.
It's a fucking propaganda film, basically.
Yeah.
For like killing fucking like interdimensional,
oh my god,
fucking intergalactic fucking alien.
Oh, the scene when they're
things.
like doing one of the commercials and it's the kids like stomping on cockroaches.
This kid's going nuts. What's going on over here? But anyway, I was gonna say is the actor's name is Michael Ironside, which is a fucking dope name. That's like badass. But they call him something else. I can't remember what the name is. And it's like, they should have just called him Michael Ironside. Because he was like this badass general. Yeah. That sounds like a badass general name.
Yeah.
Just call him Michael Ironside. It's great.
I mean, he's always like the badass, like grizzled dude in all the movies he's in.
It's true, yeah. But anyway, that was my segue, being like, you call him the guy Duke or whatever.
Yeah, I called Bill Duke or whatever.
Yeah.
Somebody didn't do their job that day.
No, but yeah, I was just saying, it's just like all the people have like these either really cool over the top names that are just like, yeah, you gave that to yourself. I feel like.
It'd be funny if that was the case. If they were like basically like, okay, everybody, all these actors, you guys get to pick your own like names. We'll just use them for the rest of the shoot. And Bill Duke was like, Duke.
It's just hilarious how the main dude is called Reaper. I'm like, for fuck's sake, like as if it's like calling you the coolest name in the world. It was like, huh, that's stupid.
I mean, they could have. I mean, I think it would have been a problem if Carl Urban had entered and they do the gun login things to like let everybody
Reaper,
know their cool
fucking
name.
Whatever,
and the guns talk because science future. I don't know, but I think it would have been a lot worse if Carl Urban had grabbed the gun and had been like, Doom guy. So gotta understand they went with Reaper.
That'd be hilarious. It was just like he just like put his thumb on it and was like, Doom guy, and he's like, Doom guy. Reaper. Okay. Slight homage, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, I think the whole movie, I don't know what it's doing. It's trying to convince you that maybe The Rock is the Doom guy kind of character.
He was offered the role of the main character.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. He turned it down because he thought Sarge was more interesting or something.
Okay.
None of them are interesting, really.
Not really. I mean, there are some interesting... Okay. In the execution, no. But the idea of a commander who starts to lose his shit and, like, gets to the point where he's literally killing his new recruit.
Yeah.
That is an interesting idea. I could see that in a script and be like, oh,
Sure,
cool.
yeah.
But the execution of it, no.
No. But also for Doom? I mean,
maybe not.
I mean, maybe, like, as they were going through... It'd be great to see, like, oh my god, like, just the fact of, like, how it didn't show any of, like, demons or anything.
I mean, there was, like, a couple Hell Knights.
There was, well,
Which
sort
were
of...
apparently practical effects.
Yeah, they are. Which I will give
look
the
pretty
movie
good.
credit where credit's due. The Hell Knights do look cool. Like the practical effects. Some of the practical effects in this movie are actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Some of the non-practical effects,
Oh boy.
Yeah,
That's a
there's
green
so much.
screen. That's a green
which sucks. Like for example, the BFG looks sick. The gun itself, I'm like, fuck yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a BFG. That's exactly what that is. And then he shoots it, and it's like, bleh. And you're like,
yeah.
oh, well, fuck.
Yeah, just like bleh, fucking purple gusher or whatever.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And it's just like, dude, really? You fucked up one of the coolest guns in all of gaming. How the fuck
Yeah,
did you do
most
that?
iconic gun pretty much in all of gaming.
And it's not called the BFG because it's supposed to be the big fucking gun. It's like the bio something
Yeah,
gun.
but everybody just calls it the big fucking gun.
I think.
So that.
But in the movie they call it a bio whatever the fuck.
Okay.
But I think in the game it's like big fucking gun. He's like,
I
yeah.
think the actual name in the games is Big Force Gun.
Oh, is that right? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, well then never mind, I guess.
Another piece of trivia: the locker it was stored in is designated IDKFA, which is the in-game cheat code that will give the player all the keys, weapons, and ammo.
Oh, really?
So they threw in
Okay.
some interesting things like that. That's funny.
Interesting. I thought you meant like on set. I'm like, why would you do that? but you'll be like in the movie. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess there was a few demons. There wasn't like a lot, but there
No.
wasn't none. But
Not enough.
Pinky
when they
later on.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
which
but,
is a character named Pinky. I'm like, what are you
yeah, that's
doing?
stupid. So stupid.
Like some AP or maybe just the director themselves was like, oh, what if we named him Pinky?
It's probably the director, because I don't think the director had played any of the games. Which
No,
always makes the best director
Yeah.
to direct video game movies.
right?
Also, is every set in a laser tag room? Because that's all I felt every time they were walking down halls. I'm like, oh yeah, cool.
I feel like I played there.
Yeah, I think I played laser tag there.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. Oh, I've been hit. But it's like it's also funny. It's like they walk through these areas. In the place, it's like you actually look and there's no lights actually built into it. Like,
No.
what kind of facility is this for fucking?
It's supposed to be the future, and it's like the shittiest place you've ever seen. You're like, why?
Yeah, they made it to be horror, quote unquote, and it was not horrific. It was just bad.
Well, and like, it's just like a missed attention to detail. You can have the lights be out. Just have lights. Like,
Well, exactly. Have them
fixtures
there.
Exist.
Because you'd be like, oh, they could have been on. They're on right now, but like they're not there. So has everybody got to go in there with a flashlight? Like what? But anyway, like this movie just like goes on with a lot of things where it's just like, all right, so the music amps up. They run for a bit. Okay, now it's like back to.
Speaking of the music, did anybody else find it really bad?
For
Well,
the most
mostly
part,
what it
yeah.
is just and then it stops, and then again it's like. Well,
I mean,
it's like a span. They use the same thing over and over and over and over.
I just thought it like. Sometimes it was like too much for the scene. Like, where,
Yeah.
like,
Them
it did
running.
not set the atmosphere. Like, it was just like this does not fit what I'm seeing on screen.
No.
Like they'll slowly be like going through some area, and it's like
they're like walking, and then they're like running. It's like dinner. They go in the corner. It's like dinner.
And there's nothing there.
There's nothing there. They like walk around. They like it's like dinner.
Legitimately, nothing happens in the first half of this movie. like they are literally like, oh, this guy.
They probably could have trimmed the fat as well with this movie.
But then it would have been 70 minutes.
Almost 2 hours long.
Is it actually 2 hours long?
I went out for a smoke. I paused it, which tends to happen when I watch movies.
Yeah.
I'll pause it, and it always seems to be like halfway through the movie, and it was like 50 minutes, and there was still like 53 minutes left.
God.
And I was like, wow.
I definitely could have
Jesus.
cut out a lot of the beginning part.
Yeah.
Especially since, I understand if you have a slower beginning when you're developing characters, but none of the characters in this movie get any development. So what is the fucking point?
There's no point.
They're literally bodies to just die.
Yeah. And also, I was gonna say before is when you can take out the title of the movie, Doom. Let's say that this movie was called, I don't know, like
Freaks of Mars.
yeah, something like that. Sure. You wouldn't know the fucking difference.
You would not be able to tell it was a Doom movie. Although there's the Hell Knights do look legit. Like the Hell Knights.
You'd be like, oh, is this actually Doomish?
Yeah,
like,
maybe.
What's this? But that's like that one part.
It has parts where it's Doom adjacent.
Yeah, it's Doom
This
adjacent.
movie is Doom adjacent.
Yep, that's about right. That's about right. But do you remember most about this movie at all? Do you remember anything else? Like I remember there's like a few other things, but what do you remember going forward?
I remember the really bad foreshadowing about the nano wall thing.
Oh yeah,
Foreshadowing?
I hate nano walls.
I wonder why he said that. Is something going to happen with the nano wall?
Yeah.
And then what happens again?
The monster gets trapped in it. And then
He's like,
that's why I don't like nano walls. I'm like, you didn't have to say that.
It would have been cool-ish if, the whole nano wall thing should have been taken out, like the whole precursor thing. But
Well, it could have just been written better.
It could have been like, and then it was like, and it's cut up in half, and it was like. But,
Well, I think the way it works though is it becomes solid, right?
yeah, but that would cut you in half.
No,
Like-
because it fuses you to the wall.
Oh.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't still. If anything,
Nano
you wouldn't.
machines, son.
If anything, you wouldn't be like. Oh,
Rising Revengeance.
oh right, yeah. Because it wouldn't
Man,
be like.
that game's amazing and it's so over the top.
It is over the top, but it's great. But anyway, I'll talk about it later. But like the nano wall, if it's supposed to like mold with you, right? If you think that instead of like when it like catches the Hell Knight, right? Hell Knight.
It's one of like the more advanced zombie.
Oh
kind of
no, that's the
creatures.
imp.
Yeah.
It's the nymph. Yeah, it's supposed to be.
And it's just like moving its hands around, being like, "Nyeh." You think it'd be like if it's fused with him, he'd be like, "Ah, because he'd be like, it's now a wall is in you, part of you. You'd be like, it'd be disrupting shit inside of you, and you'd be freaking out.
Depends on how that technology works, right?
Well, anyway, stupid idea.
I mean, most of the things in this movie are pretty stupid.
Yep. So I think there's like they're trying to figure out like they figure out that there's some sort of there's like a serum or whatever that was implanted in people if they're evil or something they've turned into
Well, yeah,
zombies.
it's an extra chromosome or something.
Yeah.
It's something
Which
about
does
an-
not make any
No.
sense.
No, it doesn't.
No.
They also come up across like skeletons, and it's like a woman's skeleton. Not sure you can tell the difference. But I'm sure maybe.
Yeah, there's ways to tell.
Okay. Anyway, she's like blocking herself from her child, and it's like she was trying to save him, whatever. Whoa. And I guess that's the one that became superhuman or something. That was one of the ones that became superhuman.
Apparently some would turn into monsters, some would turn into superhumans.
Yeah, but apparently it has to do with how your moral compass is and shit. If you're a good person,
Something like
it'll
that.
turn you good. It will turn you into a superhuman. If that's the case, why did none of them become like fucking Kyle Urban? Keith Urban?
Because they were all shitty people.
Carl Urban, and they fucking would kill them all.
Well, also, okay, I have to give the movie a little bit of credit. They do mention that the creatures are only infecting certain people.
Okay.
So somehow the creatures know what would turn more into creatures and wouldn't.
Yeah.
That they imply
Where like
that.
she takes like the blood of like or the brain
And it's like-
goo of someone and it's like
Yeah,
Like,
and it's
for
like,
example-
and then of someone who's like got a better moral compass and it doesn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's my point. So if you're a bad person, it's gonna take you over. So everybody in there was the fucking asshole.
Well, no,
Yeah,
because
no,
it didn't.
It
like
only
that. For
goes
example,
after the
Duke-
people that are bad.
Yeah,
Sorry, say again.
It only goes after the people that are bad.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
but it
it's-
didn't turn everybody. It didn't turn Duke.
No, I know. My point is, like, what? Like, it's just such a weird thing. So that means that everybody. I guess I didn't maybe didn't turn everybody, but the whole point is, it's
They'll kill everybody, but
yeah.
they won't infect everybody with the thing that gives you the extra chromosome.
Oh, was it not? Well,
No. Like, for example, that Duke guy, who, by the way, I love that scene. That scene's obnoxious and hilarious and awesome.
Oh, the minigun dude.
Yeah,
Where he's
when he's trapped. Well, no, and when he's trapped in the like little prison cell
Yeah.
thing,
He's, like, jamming him
and he
with
like
the wall.
fights a Hell Knight with his like with random weapons and stuff. He picks up a giant metal pipe and jumps into the air and smashes it in the head. I'm like, what is this now?
He uses a computer monitor as a flail.
Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, he's like fucking swinging.
I forgot that he's like.
Like that was the one at that point in the movie I was so fucking bored that I was just like, oh my god, something's happening and I'm enjoying it.
Yep.
And then he gets killed anyway and you're like, oh fuck.
The coolest character kind of is like gone now.
Yeah.
Also, his name is Destroyer. So
Is that Destroyer? I thought that was Duke. Oh, see, I have it backwards. It's that there's a character named Duke in the movie and then there's also Bill Duke.
oh.
If that guy's name was Destroyer, yeah.
Well, his alias was Destroyer. I think his name is Duke.
No, one of the other guys' aliases was Duke as well.
Oh.
So,
okay.
so that's what
Oh.
confused me. It made, never mind.
Because we have Goat, we have Destroyer, we have Duke's the guy that's trying to get with the girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. And
Which is he's supposed to be Destroyer's brother, which Destroyer is Bill Duke. That's where I made the connection.
Gotcha.
yeah, gotcha. We're on the same page now.
Yeah.
But yeah, like when they're like, I thought it was just weird they were trying to get together or something. Like in the fact of
Like, there's death and monsters and all this shit, and he's still like, hey, pretty lady.
and like the fucking other dude. No, Goat's the bad one. The other who's the guy who's hella religious? No, no. Goat's the hella religious one. Portman is the fucking
dude.
almost serial killer kind
Yeah.
of asshole. So Goat's like he's like I take the God's name in vain. Gonna cut myself a little bit, and it's like, what kind of fucking
Why was this necessary?
bat crazy Marines are these?
Character development.
Like, yeah. He does it on all jobs. He says like, God damn it, and he's just like, cutting himself all day long. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Oh man.
Yeah, they made a gem here.
They sure did. I would love them to make an actually good Doom movie. Cause
I'm kind of curious to see that straight to DVD one just to see how bad it is.
Is there another one?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a it's Doom something. I
Isn't
can't
it
remember
animated
the name.
though?
No.
Oh
It's
really?
live action, yeah.
Oh, I gotta watch
dear.
this. I definitely gotta watch that.
Might have to.
It's probably terrible.
Doom Annihilation.
And what's the stars on that one?
We've got people you would not recognize.
No, I mean like what would it get for percentage style?
So on IMDb it's got a 3.7 out of 10. Ooh. Rotten Tomatoes it's got 43%.
That's better.
That's better than I expected.
3.7 out of 10. This Doom got 5.2.
So it's worse than this Doom.
I mean, I'd assume.
Huh. Okay then.
But yeah, I kind of just want to see it just to see how bad it is.
Oh, I am down to watch this. 100%. I might even watch it when you guys leave. I mean, I would like to watch it with you guys. That'd be the greatest. But who knows when it's gonna happen? So I was like watching it by myself. Yeah.
But yeah, they're like, There are a couple of scenes I enjoy in this movie. Like, for example, that scene where Destroyer is fighting one, like, randomly.
Yeah, like, with his bare
"What is
fucking hands, and, like, where'd he get that pipe from? What the fuck?
He, like, rips it off the wall. Like,
Yeah, it's like, okay.
and, like, it's intense enough that it takes the Hell Knight, like, a couple of smashes to, like, break it so he can get out.
Yeah.
So, like, it's not, like, it's made of nothing.
No, it's like a Hell Knight fighting a Hell Knight.
And then I think it's in hindsight, or in re-watching it, the first person scene is kind of but like when I first saw it, I was like, whoa, this is cool.
Yeah, because you're finally getting something that's kind
It
of
was
doomish.
a really cool concept. I really like the idea of it. Executed, ooh boy.
Yeah.
It's
I think it's the fucking funniest shit I've ever seen. Like, it is
okay.
so
Yeah,
funny.
I'll give you that.
Oh, you mean when
it
the-
reminds me of like a terrible like haunted house or like
Yeah.
ride from like a fair. I just like cardboard cutouts like pop out in front of you.
There's literally a part where a zombie's like, "Bah!"
That shit,
Yeah.
I lost my shit because like just the sound effect they use for him, and the fact he smiles, he's like, meh.
Yeah, that's right.
It's just like, why?
The CGI during that section was so bad. Oh man.
It was pretty bad, but
Also-
I found it entertaining.
Another piece of trivia. It took them 14 days to film that.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oof. How? Like, don't you just like
Especially- no.
film the hallway and then well, I guess you have to do well.
That's not the biggest problem. It's 14 days, and that's what they
That's
got.
what they got.
Like, what?
Oh man.
They had 14 days to get it right.
But anyway, that's at the end of the movie. We can just, we're jumping around. It doesn't matter. But
Yeah.
we'll talk about that right now. But like just in general, that like that particular scene was just fun to see because it was finally like doomish.
Yeah.
It was the most Doom the movie ever
Sure.
became, and I was like, all right, it's kind of funny, I guess, and kind of cool. Maybe he's like going around shooting zombies and whatnot, and just doesn't. I don't know. I can't even. It's kind of bad. But
Yeah.
But it's also like it's also entertaining when he brings out the chainsaw. He's like, "Rrrr," and I'm like, this is interesting. This could be kind of cool. And then he kills it like immediately, and I'm like, okay, well.
All right then.
But yeah, it's just the fact how you go from no Doom to that. It just
Yeah.
it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I mean, none of this movie makes any sense, let's be serious.
No, you're right on that one.
I believe this was the third attempt they did at releasing a Doom movie. There was like two other attempted scripts beforehand.
Oh yeah, no, I heard about that. Yeah,
I was telling
yeah.
you about that before. I don't remember the guy, but he also wrote a script for Resident Evil, which was also scrapped. So like he wrote a script for Resident Evil and a script for Doom, and both of them were scrapped.
How did he get The Rock in his movie? Like, all these people. Like,
Well,
he's
that was just
Irvin.
the
It was a different.
Oh.
Like this is a different writer.
Oh, different guy altogether?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like,
And
that
then
makes
there
sense
wa-
why it's bad.
And then there was supposed to be one in I think 2000 with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No.
But like some kids who were fans of the games or something had a tragic accident with a chainsaw, and they're like, "Oh, can't do this now."
Oh my god. That's
Oh,
so
yeah,
dumb.
you told me about that. That doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense. The Doom
I
game
mean,
isn't about...
in the like late 90s, early 2000s, there was like a whole thing about video game violence where, you know, every negative thing that happened to children, they were blaming video games on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's also just like, I know that's the thing that happens even now with like, so if you have a movie that has like a shooting scene in like a theater and it happens in real life, they'll kind of not show it for a while. But it's just like, but the chainsaw thing, it's a chainsaw. It's not like you're going into like I don't know, like what I just said, a thing that is almost comparable to each other. A chainsaw's a chainsaw. It's like being like, okay, so we're not gonna show the rest of the movies to the fucking year because we have guns in these movies, and this person, went on a killing spree once. It's sad and shit, but
it's
like,
just-
damn, like, fuck.
It's just the way society reacts to stupid shit like that. Like, they, you know, people overcorrect when it's not necessary.
Yep.
Yeah. So the first script was the writer was Alan B. McElroy, who's the writer of Halloween 4,
Halloween
The Return of Michael Myers, and Wrong Turn.
Hey, you know what? I don't hate Wrong Turn.
Sorry, and who? Sorry,
Wrong Turn.
And Wrong Turn.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, so he wrote a script for Doom and a script for Resident Evil, and they were both scrapped.
Well then, I kind of want to know what we would have gotten.
Yeah, me too.
If they didn't greenlight that, they greenlit this.
Oh, I know.
Like, what does that mean?
What I want to see is I want to see the one for 2000 that has Arnold Schwarzenegger as Doom guy.
that never became a
sounds
thing,
about
right?
right.
That script got rejected as well.
Damn it!
Yeah.
That's
That's the one I want to see.
Me too. I mean, honestly, he didn't even have to talk. Because the whole point of Doom guys in general is, like, he doesn't talk in any of the games.
No.
It's just the fact of, like, he has massive muscles. So you would just be like, there you go. And put his, like, the helmet on him. And then people might put together, there might be Arnold Schwarzenegger, or they might just be like, it's some other guy. And then turns out, that's actually Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's an interesting piece of trivia. It's like, I would have been down for that. It's the same thing with, like, Dredd. The Dredd movie was amazing.
Also featuring Carl Urban.
Yeah, exactly. Also featuring Carl Urban. It was great. It was really well done. I don't know if they're making a sequel or whatever, but I really hope they do because it was really well done. But anyway, so like the way that they did Dredd was great. So that's what they should do for Doom Guy. Doom Guy is wearing a helmet. He's kind of the same shit. Almost. He's got almost the same character.
Yeah, similar.
In a way.
Judge Dredd has a lot more character than Doom Guy does.
Yeah.
It's true. Doom Guy doesn't really do, but they could make him more interesting.
Yeah.
That's the point. You have a clean slate of doing whatever.
It's kind of the inherent problem with trying to make movies out of games that have silent protagonists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. It makes some sense in a video game because it allows the player to resonate more and think of themselves in the role more. But it doesn't work in a movie.
No, but it's like if they did a Dead Space movie, the guy, Isaac wouldn't be completely silent. He would just be talking in his gruff, low, like kind of echoey, robot-y voice that he does.
They are adding some more lines for him for the remake.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
They're not like doing. It's not going to be like fully voiced, but
A few things.
they're going to add like lines, especially in parts where it doesn't make sense for him to not speak.
Yeah. So it's like, I just saw my girlfriend actually kill herself, and this is actually the way it turns out. Well, I don't say anything. It's like
no
or if,
reaction.
Like, characters are speaking to him.
Yeah.
Then.
Or like, hey, Isaac, can you go do this for me?
instead of being like saying nothing, it's like, Isaac, make a noise if you are gonna go. Okay. But like, okay, so you ever seen the movie Drive? Just quickly.
I haven't.
Yes.
You should. It's great. Actually, the first time I saw it, I hated it.
Oh, really?
I didn't really hate it. I just hated Ryan Gosling's character because he took forever to say anything. People would like say something to him. So the woman would say, so like for instance, be like, "How's your day?" He's like, toothpick in his mouth, take it out, put it back in. Good. And you're like, holy fuck! But like as you kind of like figure out the character, it makes more sense going forward. But that's the kind of thing I would understand for like Isaac, for like the for Isaac in Dead Space. You could have very small amounts of dialogue in it, but him still talking, reacting to things.
Yeah.
But just not like a full on him talking like a lot.
Yeah. I think that's how
that would
they
just
do it.
be like he's
I
a
think
quiet
that's how they do
dude. He's in to do the job. Blah 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 blah. You know that could work. But anyway, that's another sidetrack.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But yeah, like, there's a lot of weird things in this movie that, like, are just completely unnecessary. Like, they didn't need to add that whole side thing where the kid was high on drugs, or...
Yeah, what was that with that?
like,
Even
that
like-
was unnecessary.
he's like, wouldn't you like? Wait, you want to bump this or something?
Yeah,
and he's
I
like,
can't remember
I
what
don't
the drug
do
was called,
Drugs or something. I can't remember how it worked out, but he ended up doing it, and Keith
Want
Urban.
something to take the edge off?
Yeah, it's the creepy Portman dude.
Yeah, it's like, when I'm fucking killing zombies and demons, no.
Well, remember, this is before they run into anything that serious because nothing happens in the first half of this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you still see fucking dead people, I think, don't you?
Yeah, they find corpses, and I think they run into, like, a zombie person, but they don't run into any, like, monsters yet at that point.
Yeah, I guess. But I wouldn't want to be high just seeing that shit.
No, I mean...
I'm having a bad trip, man.
Yeah. Oh, God, like...
But yeah, that did not need to be there, because eventually she's like, are you high? And he's like, I don't think he even says anything, but I'm like, looking at myself being like, I mean, yeah, but where does it go? It doesn't go anywhere.
It doesn't go anywhere. I mean, most of the plot threads in this movie don't go anywhere.
Like, does he die because he's high? No. Does he, I don't know, do something else because he's high? No. Okay.
No.
Well,
And then The Rock just kills him.
Yeah, The Rock becomes out of nowhere just like the bad guy and starts like, apparently there's a bunch of people that are infected. Well, they find a place where there's a bunch of people that are not infected yet.
Well, so something breaks through and takes the portal back to Earth.
Oh, right.
So they
yeah.
go back to Earth. That facility is in lockdown.
Yeah.
But it's already been fucked up. And everybody's dead basically.
Oh, yeah, right.
And they
Okay.
find a couple of survivors.
And that's where the Doom shit happens with the fucking first person shit, because they've overrun the area.
Yes. But before that, that kid finds some survivors, and The Rock like kills him because he didn't kill them, even though The Rock told him to kill all people. Period.
Yeah, I think before they went through a bunch of bodies and started double tapping them all.
Yeah.
And they're like, they killed the dead. They might come back up. I think so. They do that, and they do what you said, and then he's like, no. We kill them all. Let God sort them out. It's like, Jesus Christ, why'd you go from like a fucking almost 0 to a fucking 10 in like a millisecond?
Pretty dramatic.
We must kill them all. It's like, we didn't even have a thing, I think, from some his superiors being like, no, you, like this hat, like anything to drive it forward of why he's doing this. He just kind of decides on his own that he's doing this. And it's just like, God damn it. And then he's just like, this is wrong, and blah, 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 blah. And he's like, I need soldiers, not people, soldiers, blah, 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 blah. It goes on for a while. And then the kid says, fuck you. He goes, and then bang. And
he goes, I need soldiers. All I need is soldiers. I just remember that line.
Like, yeah, but soldiers obnoxious. Are psychopaths,
yeah,
you know?
Exactly.
He gets a shot in the neck. Not in the face, in the neck, actually.
Yeah, shoots him in the neck. Chokes to death on his own blood. Like, what the fuck?
And he was like, it was his first mission. It's like, it's like the same they'd be like, it's his last mission before retirement.
He was retiring tomorrow.
He was retiring in 1 minute.
And at this point, I'm like, man, this movie is so much fun.
Yeah, so much fun. So much fun right now.
Oh, and then the Duke guy gets like the most stupidest death I've ever seen in a movie.
What happens again?
His legs get grabbed, and then he just gets pulled through the grate, and you're like, what just happened?
He's like
yeah. Wait, when did this happen? Everybody starts to die or whatever.
Well,
like,
that guy dies. The Rock gets pulled into one of the nano doors and is like, I'm not supposed to die! And like gets pulled in.
It's like he knew, like, the guy was running, he's like,
just Rock breaking the fourth wall.
Basically, he's like, I'm the main character, am I supposed to die? It's just like, what was that line even?
And then Reaper's sister gives him the
antivirus or
the
some
virus,
shit.
Whatever it is, bullshit.
Yeah, they call it an extra chromosome, which makes absolutely no sense.
And it's like, but the thing is,
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's lots of things that, like for example, I think octopuses have and lots of different creatures have different numbers of chromosomes, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea is that the Martians were more advanced because they had an extra chromosome.
It's like chromosomes also cause Down syndrome.
Well, extra XY chromosome. But like, yeah, it's supposed to be a whole new pair that doesn't even relate to any of
I don't think they give any thought to this, honestly. They're just like, all right, so
I mean,
fucking chromosome and blah, blah, blah.
There's a little bit of merit to it, but like, it's dumb. Like, especially since it's an infection that causes that kind of genetic mutation, like, yeah, that's extreme.
Then, so the whole, like, Doom fucking first-person thing happens, and then after that, then he, like... And then it, like, goes out of it weirdly, and then pans around to him or whatever, and then it's, like, him gonna fight The Rock, I think.
Yeah. And I don't know, that fight's pretty fun.
That fight was pretty dope. Other than the fact that
it's stupid, but it's fucking, it's entertaining at least. He gives him, like, wrestling moves. He starts, like, rock bottoming him, and I'm like, yeah! Where's the people's elbow?
Wrap some rebar around his arm.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah, he's like... yeah. Also, I just love how it's being like... He's, like, walking, he's like... Dun, 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 dun. He's going in the room being like, oh, it's like The Rock can walk, and I can't hear him because he doesn't weigh 300 fucking pounds or whatever. And he's like, and then you see him like run across, and then he like shoots, but he like makes no noise, and it's like bullshit. It'd be like boo boo boo. You're like a do. You can't.
Yeah, I mean, he's a huge dude. Yeah.
You are like fucking Terry from fucking Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Apparently eats 22 meals a day, which I don't know how real that is in real life, but.
It's obnoxious. Also, it doesn't make any sense why, like, for some reason, The Rock also got superpowers, but didn't instantly turn into a monster or lose his mind. He was
turning into one of those fucking Hell Knights, I think.
Yeah, I think he was losing his mind. I think it just takes time and, like...
Yeah, and it gave him more power or whatever, but he
got really strong.
I don't know. There's no logic behind this. They were just like, we want The Rock and Carl Urban to fight.
Yeah.
Your shit's paused there.
Oh, shit. Okay. It makes a bit of sense, because like if you're turning or whatever and you're not fully that thing, and if you are, you're not gonna like yourself's not gonna be there, but you're still gonna have your strength. You're gonna be even more strong.
Kind of, but none of the zombies that we've run into so far that like comes before you turn into something else.
But the Hell Knights apparently, the whole point, the few problems about this movie, which is many, is so the Hell Knights, how they become Hell Knights, and how these dudes become regular zombie people.
Well,
you don't fucking know.
No, they had shown that it's a progress. So they like start to turn into zombies, then they turn into something else. Like they evolve as they go on. That's what it's supposed to be.
But also,
like.
Why'd Pinky turn into that other thing?
I don't know.
Yeah, why like a ball?
And they're like, fuck, fuck it. It just happens.
So Pinky, I mean, we want him to be kind of like the game. I don't know what the whole thing we figured out here. Fuck it. Yeah, like you said. But
they were like, but it's on the cover of Doom 3, so we need one of these in here.
It's like, we need it because it's called Pinky. We had the entire movie. It's going to be cool when it comes out. And then everyone's like,
this entire movie is based on Pinky.
I'll rewatch it with that recontextualize the 6 scenes that he's in.
He's actually in a lot of scenes, weirdly enough.
Is he? I don't know. I remember him being in like a couple. Oh, I guess it cuts back to him like looking at the streets.
And it's like
stuff.
being like, so it's like, what's coming towards you? Towards us. Something big, very fast. I'm not in the military. Like, I don't use you as a measurement or anything or what the fuck.
And then I can't even remember how the movie ends. Like,
I tell you how it ends. So what happens is, I know this actually, weirdly enough, is so he beats the he like swings the rock or whatever from his fucking weird thing that he made on his arm or whatever, because he stabbed it
stabs in his head,
and then he goes like comes upward, he goes flying into the fucking like portal thing, and then he goes in there, and then he tosses in a grenade and be like, as the kid said, go to hell. And then it goes into the thing, goes blows him up, and then it just has like a
which also I think destroys the portal on the other side.
Yeah, it's supposed to anyway.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. Who knows?
Why not?
Yeah. Why not? Yeah. And then it's an elevator ride him to the top. He's holding his sister or something. He's holding her, or he's holding her.
Yeah, he's holding
her. And then
her.
it's like, and then it fades out, and it's like end, and it's like, all right.
You're like,
okay.
Well, I feel satisfied, and that was worth my 2 hours.
This was definitely worth 2 hours of my time.
I can't remember when was the first time you watched it? You watched it in the theaters?
I saw it in theaters.
I don't know. That's unfortunate.
I don't think I saw it in theaters, but...
I saw it in theaters. No. I was extremely hyped up for no reason about it. I think we left the theater and rented Doom 3 on the way home. But yeah, as soon as I own it on Blu-ray for no reason. So I got to watch all the the awful laser tag sets in high definition.
Nice. Wait, did you Blu-ray has like behind the scenes? Did you see anything behind the scenes?
I didn't buy.
Aw, dang! I was hoping it'd be kind of hilarious. All right.
I'm sure they'll just things about talking about like the practical effects and shit.
Yeah.
Probably. It's like,
Which, like I said, some of the practical effects in this look pretty trippy and well done.
They did a lot of work with the practical effects.
I'm not saying it doesn't look like a completely crap movie in general.
I mean, the sets are.
They spent all their money on practical effects.
Yeah, they were like, silver corridors.
But also like, if this was an indie film, I'd be like, okay,
Yeah.
right. But it's like got the Rock. Carl. Thank you. I kept thinking it's Keith or
Carl.
Carl. So Carl Urban, and it's like you can probably afford better sets, and if you spend it all on these dudes, you kind of shouldn't have done that.
Probably not.
Probably you could have gotten one of them, and then you could have done the rest.
Well, actually, I think
Carl
at that
Urban
time,
didn't
Carl
do
Urban,
much before this, so
Yeah.
I don't think he would have.
He did a decent amount of stuff before this.
No, I don't think so.
small roles.
Yeah, small roles, but you know.
This was kind of his, like, sadly, this was his breakout role.
One of, maybe.
Yeah, maybe one of.
His breakout role, quote unquote.
Well, kind of, because, like, after this, it's like Star Trek, basically.
Well, yeah, like this was like a mainstream kind of shit. Like everybody saw this movie,
Yeah,
so everybody
it's
knew
like-
who this guy was, and he didn't do a bad job at acting.
He was on Ghost Ship.
Wait, he was actually on Ghost Ship.
Yeah.
The movie where the beginning where the
I don't know.
Where the-
I don't remember. All I know is that like the cover of the thing is like a ship
with a skull on the face. Yeah.
That's all I remember.
But like the beginning was actually kind of cool. Like there's like the people having like a party or whatever, and then like a tether or something from like a part of the ship just snaps off, cuts people in half. Apparently,
No,
all of them.
I mean, Chronicles
somehow.
of Riddick and Lord of the Rings were both before Doom,
Okay.
so
Chronicles
they
of Riddick-
probably
And he was, like,
paid a
kind
decent
of-
amount.
he was in
kind of
Chronicles
the main.
of...
Yeah, he was almost the main antagonist, kind of. He was the he was the lieutenant to the main
He
antagonist.
was in Pitch Black, right?
No.
No, it was the Chronicles of Riddick.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Like the main bad guy in
He was also
Chronicles
in
of
the Bourne
Riddick, he was
Supremacy,
his like
which was
right hand
also
man.
before this.
Sorry. Say again.
He was
Different.
also in the Bourne Supremacy, which was also before Doom.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Sorry, what were you saying?
Oh, in Chronicles of Riddick, he was like the main bad guy's right hand man.
Oh, right. Also, can I just say the Chronicles of Riddick was actually like... I don't remember how many movies there were, but they're actually pretty good. Like, Pitch Black was really good.
I like
The-
Pitch Black. I like
Pitch Black was amazing.
and I liked
Yeah.
Riddick as well.
Yeah.
And, like, the anime one was really good.
Yeah.
Like I like that series.
Chronicles of Riddick. That movie is eh. It's
Yeah.
which is funny because it's sad because it's like almost every time they try to expand the lore in those movies, it's
It
when
gets
it
worse.
gets worse.
Yeah.
When they have it as like Pitch Black or Riddick, where it's just like a focused story on like
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
planet and that being that
Really works,
It
yeah.
works better. The character works better.
I like Pitch Black a lot. It's one of my favorite movies. Not
it's
like
great.
yeah, because like Vin Diesel. Oh,
Yeah.
I can't think of the name. He actually does a pretty good job in that. Like he's not really that great of an actor, is my opinion. But I think it's more or less what he's been
I
given.
disagree with
I think
that.
mostly.
Yeah, I think that he is in roles that
He's kind of been typecast at this
yes,
point.
and
Yeah.
also he's not going to put effort in when it's like Fast and the Furious. He's just I'm just Vin Diesel. Like it's fine.
Yeah.
But like
Family.
something like he's really good in Saving Private Ryan.
I need to see the movie again. It's been
Yeah.
forever, but I remember it being really good.
And I mean that's his like breakout role.
Oh right, oh yeah, Vin Diesel was in the movie. I thought it was really weird when I saw that. I was like, okay, so we got Tom Hanks, we got fucking. There's a bunch of other really good actors. Can't remember what, but then it was like Vin Diesel. I'm like, that seems off for some reason. Like, but it worked. But it just for some reason, when I rewatched it, I'm like, oh shit, it is Vin Diesel. I didn't see it at first.
He can act. It's just he usually doesn't put any effort.
He just doesn't bother.
Yeah.
Mostly.
He's like, I've got the face recognition. It's fine. Yeah, this movie was pretty awful.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Maybe if you watch it with a group of friends and like
Yes.
rip it apart the entire time,
Like
that could be
have
kinda
a
fun.
maybe have like if you drink, have a drink
Yeah.
or whatever. Then it'd be and then just talk about it like as it's going on or after fact be like, so but the parts you like, the parts you think were hilarious, just like talk about it. So I think that'd be a good time to do it for.
I mean, there's some things that are fucking hilarious in this movie. I mean, you mentioned the whole, like, moving the stuff over the disembodied tongue that goes, blah! Like, what the fuck is that?
Wait, what?
Well, moving, like, the brain matter off the disembodied tongue that's on the counter, and it, like, goes, blah! At the stuff that wants to infect.
It's like, isn't it dead, though? Like, wait, is this, like, some sort of the Thing complex?
Yeah, well, basically, that's what they were doing. They were doing the thing.
Yeah. Okay, so and we kind of already established it, but I'm going to say it anyway. Things you like about the movie, things you didn't like about the movie.
Things I liked was definitely just like, I don't know, those 2 fight scenes are hilarious and entertaining, so that's about it. And also there's just some funny ass shit that's just terrible about the movie that made me laugh my ass off when I was watching it. Mm-hmm. The bad things is just like, fuck, is it boring? Like, it is so boring.
Yeah, you'd be surprised with a name like Doom.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised that it's actually boring as fuck. What do you think there, Will?
Oh, it's just bad. I don't know if there's anything I particularly like about this movie. The concept for the first person shot was
cool.
It just did not turn out.
Just watch Hardcore Henry.
The acting, some of the acting was decent. Like Carl Urban does a decent job.
Yeah,
and
I think
the woman's
he's just good usually. Like he's just a solid actor. So
the woman was just bad.
Oh, yeah.
She was like the research.
She has some weird like facial expressions.
But her delivery in every, she was just like when they pull over the thing to show like the shawl or whatever to show the imp. And she was just like, oh, God. It's like, it's like she was expecting something more fucked up. I'd be like, what the fuck do you think was under here? Because she seemed like she was like, at first like, whoa. And then she's like, oh. It's like, what do you mean? Like, it should have been the other way around. Be like, oh. Like something like that. Like, it's like you got it fucking backwards. I thought it was like the most weirdest shit I saw. I'm like, that is the weirdest reaction I've ever seen to something like that. Weird.
Yeah, this is just, it's not a good movie.
No.
I will say that like I may have to watch it again, but the first person shooting thing, I don't find it really that bad as far as CGI goes. I don't remember it being that bad. I remember it being actually the best part of the movie, which is not saying much. but just in general, like, you can tell it's CGI, and it's not great, but it's not like, whoa, that's like fucking like, whoa. Like, it's not. Yeah, you're very aware that you're watching like if this was like in a game, you'd be like, okay, this is like PS3 maybe, but
I'd be like, oh, this is full motion video.
Yeah.
May have to watch it again because it's been a while since I've seen it.
It was pretty bad.
But I remember that was the one part of the movie that I actually liked, ish. Because I was like, oh, sweet. We got kind of like, I mean, I liked it, but I also didn't like it at the same time, if that makes any sense. Yeah. Like, I like the fact that they put it in there and the fact of, reminded me I was watching a Doom movie. But it was just like, it didn't need to be in there. Why is it now first person? So many different things. But some of the fights were cool. Like, the end fight scene was cool with The Rock and
well, it's like you're watching a different movie at that point.
Pretty much, yeah. But the thing is, just like, there's very little like imagination in this movie, really. Like, when it comes to like of how much imagination goes into the Doom games, which is why I like it a lot. You don't see any of that. You see like, hey, the imp, that's like the most whatever thing ever, and then you have the Hell Knight, which is cool, but there's other cool things out there that they made through character development, or character in general in the games.
Yeah, like design and stuff.
Yeah, the design, character design. So, in general, I think the movie was not very good. But yeah, if you had like a few friends over, have a few drinks or whatever, you can pull it apart and it'd be hilarious. Because there's some hilarious moments.
I think that would be the only
way to watch it.
Only redeeming quality of this movie, yeah. Watch it when you're drunk.
And make sure you're with your witty friends.
Yeah, exactly. Alright. So what would you give this movie? Because remember we're doing that.
God.
Your personal rating.
We're doing personal ratings?
Yeah. You think about this for a second. I actually go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. It take long, but it's fine.
But anyway, if we're gonna give this thing a rating, I don't know, like a 2.
Ooh, that's
2 out of 10.
Ooh, geez, 2 out of 10. Oof.
Yeah, 2.
Wow, that's actually fucking lower than I thought you would do.
I mean, like I said, I could have fun tearing this movie apart.
Maybe 2.5.
Okay, so comparatively, just because I'm curious, what's another movie that's like something you like? What's another 2 in your opinion, in general?
Alone in the Dark.
Yeah, we were just talking about Alone in the Dark, and it's definitely there.
Okay.
It's about the same.
I have a movie called Mercury Man. Oh, I've got a good one. Do you remember the movie Fighting with Channing Tatum? Did you ever see that? Is a 2.
Oh my god, I have completely forgotten in my entire existence.
Let me return you to the nightmare of remembering fighting exists.
I remember talking my friends being like, "It's just called Fighting. What the fuck?"
And there's like no fighting in it. It's mostly dancing where they go.
Yeah, I know.
Can someone throw a punch, please?
like one of these or like a.
But they literally like 2 people in front of each other, both doing this.
That's a gif. But like that's that's a 2, and this is a 2 for you.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. I think I give this movie.
I'll maybe give this one a 3 because it has slightly better budget than Alone in the Dark. They spent more money on it, so sure.
So it gets a little bit better.
Isn't that done by Uwe Boll?
Yeah, probably.
Maybe.
Yeah, Alone in the Dark wasn't on that.
I think
Also,
this one was produced by Uwe Boll.
Wasn't Alone in the Dark also a game as well?
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yep.
So yeah, it might have been done by Uwe Boll because he did that on purpose. Probably in where the hell place he was. I think it was Russia or something like that. I can't remember. But if you don't make your profit back or something on something, you get the tax refund for it or whatever. So he purposely made bad movies to do it again. I don't really know the idea of it or understand it, but that's kind of what he was trying to do.
Some sort of scam.
Yeah, some sort of scam that made no sense. But I think I'd give this movie, 5's too good. 4 might be too good. I think I'd give it a solid 3. Yeah, because 2 is like fucking like, what's that movie I'm thinking of? It's like, 8-Legged Freaks was fucking bad.
Oh, what? I love that movie.
I mean, I did enjoy it some certain parts, but it's fucking bad.
Oh, it's bad, but it's like, that's one of those good bad movies.
That is a true point. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a few other ones that just that I could give a 2. That is literally like, would you ever give a movie a 0?
I don't believe in zeros. That's like saying it doesn't exist.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no, the scale is 1 to 10.
Unless it was just like, all right, movie, thin. You're like,
Yeah. That basically would be a 0 for me. But also, I'd be like, an interesting concept.
what was it trying to say?
Tricking the audience.
What was the allegory for?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I'll bring mine up to a 3 too. I'll join the average there.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I could see it being a 3 if I'm gonna say Alone in the Dark is a 2.
I still think I'm bringing it a little bit. Maybe not. It's pretty boring.
It's pretty boring.
I was gonna say like I think I'm downgrading a bit, but no, it's bad.
Let me remind you, this movie is 2 hours long.
Yeah. Why does it need to be 2 hours long?
It doesn't.
Make it an hour and a
There's
half.
so
or
much
whatever.
shit that doesn't matter in this movie that they could have just been like, cut this out.
Yeah, they could have made it like like Disney levels of feature films back in the day. Where it was like an hour and like 15 minutes or something.
Yeah.
And just be like, it's a feature film, whatever. I mean, they're like, oh, well, because 2-hour films are probably like what people
I
are looking for.
believe there is something that happens that if you don't have a 90-minute movie, something to do with...
Is 90 minutes 2 hours?
It's an hour and a half.
Hour and a half, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then make it an hour and a half then. Why is it 2 hours?
Yeah.
That extra half an hour, what did we gain?
Nothing.
Absolutely
We
nothing.
lost our time.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Trying to think if there's anything else I want to talk about this movie, because I feel like there was something else, but I can't seem to think of it.
I'll check my notes quickly.
I wonder if there's any trivia for this movie. It's kind of hilarious.
I've kind of been sprinkling trivia in. There wasn't a lot of good trivia.
Yeah, but I mean, you did the one, I think.
No,
about the locker.
I brought like 3 out.
Did you?
The
Okay.
first person thing filmed over 14 days. That was
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, okay.
It's funny because it's all things we've already mentioned. It's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is this lighting? Oh, this one's good. I also noticed that it's like, the future is then. Because all this shit looks like it's older than 2005, but it's supposed to be like 2040.
Yeah.
It's like, so it's 24 and didn't figure out how to work the lights yet.
No.
Good.
I mean, Aliens is like that too, but it's charming for Aliens.
But also, it does it
and it was
better,
also filmed.
competently, and has
And
a good script.
in the 80s.
Yeah, and
in
not
the
only
80s,
that,
yeah.
but that's a certain style that works because it is like, it's basically like industrial space travel.
Yeah.
And it works.
But you're not trying to be... Because this movie's being like, okay, so this part is like where scientists are, they're working all the time. Why do you not need
They
lights?
have
Like, you need
teleportation systems.
lights. Yeah, and it's a facility for fucking scientists. You need light. Right? I think, anyway.
Scientist is just carrying this like extremely important test subject and just bumps into a wall and smashes it all over the place.
Whoops.
Whoopsie. Butterfingers.
Yeah.
All right, well, I think that might be it, eh? Is there anything else?
Yeah, I think that's about all I can say about this movie.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'm about the same. Just trying to think an extra thing. Is there anything else? Nope. All right, I think that concludes our episode for the Doom movie. I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw. If you did, please leave a like down below or a subscribe, depending on where you see it on your. Fuck.
What platform you're using?
What platform you're using. So if you're using Spotify or YouTube, whatever is available, just give it a like or subscribe, whatever you can. It'd be greatly appreciated. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys can leave a comment down below if that is if that is viable, whatever you were seeing it on, that'd be also greatly appreciated. And we'll see you guys in the next one. And have a great night, and peace out.
Bye.
I'm not supposed to die!
When you do that, I was waiting for that. It was like, please do something.
Oh, God.